Hi there, Dan Vukmirovich here, Team Beachbody coach and founder of the Go Team. Have you ever gotten done with a workout and maybe the next day just have a region of your body that is so sore that you wish you had a Swedish masseuse to be able to take care of you? So just to be able to dig that elbow in or just push that fist in and make sure that that spot just to kind of releases? Well, we have a self-help solution that will help you get that release, minimal cost, and it's a fantastic way to get your body in better shape and keep you injury-free for your workouts. So stay tuned. Alright, so we're going to talk about this thing, and it's called a foam roller. Now, this is called a rumble roller. It's a little bit higher density foam, and it's got obviously these rumble, these bumps in it that are going to put more pounds per square inch. As you see, we're going to use these for myofascial massage. It's myofascial release. And what this is going to do is you're going to put these on to parts of your muscles, and you can use this almost in every area of your body with muscle, and also with tendons, to help release those that tissue and get your body in great shape and keep you healthy and injury-free. So this is a more advanced model. You can get a plain old regular one that just looks like a cylinder, a little bit softer, and definitely puts less pounds per square inch on that. You can get this from Walmart for about 15 bucks. I highly recommend eventually working your way up to a rumble roller because they're so good and very durable, and just really a great way to get a massage, self-massage for yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at what the basics of foam rolling are, and then we're going to move into each area, and I'll show you a little bit of what each area's focus should be. Here we go. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with the calf on this side. I'm going to give you the example. So what we're going to do is we're going to dorsiflex our foot, which is going to give that's you know, you got your heel out versus pointing. And that's going to engage this muscle, this calf muscle. And what we're going to do is we're going to find the spot on the calf that has the greatest amount of resistance or a little bit of pain. Okay, so you're going to find that spot. You can even lift your butt up off the ground. Find that spot, and you might need to roll it a bit side to side and roll the roller to find the spot. And then find it. Ooh, it's right there for me. And then all I want you to do is to stay on it. So don't move. The point is not to roll this like a rolling pin, but it's to find that spot and hold that spot in order to get myofascial release. Just like I said, if you have some Swedish masseuse taking care of you, and that's what would happen here. Okay? You have the option of stacking, that's another thing. So any way you can put more gravity or more weight on the spots, if you feel like you need that, go ahead and figure that out and use the body English to make it happen. What we're going to do is we're going to roll over now onto our shin, which will be the side here. Okay, for those of you who experience sometimes running, shin splints, this is a fantastic exercise. Side plank up onto this. You can even stack the legs, which is crazy because right now I've got some serious issue right there on that shin. So that's really good. Okay? Then we'll move above the knee. Now notice I'm avoiding the knee because we want to make sure this is on tissue, not on bone. So tissue being muscles and or tendons. So sometimes you can get a tight tendon, and that's good. That can help also release it. Okay, so it's going to be up on the side like that, side plank, very good. I'm going to flip over onto this leg for my quadriceps so you can see. So finding that spot on the quad, remember there's 4 muscles in the quadriceps, so sometimes you need to roll and find which one is maybe a little bit more tight and find it, and then you stay. That's good. And then what we're going to do is move over into, and like I said, these will be 30 seconds to 2 minutes on each area. Okay, so you can kind of gauge that and time it out. A froggy leg on this side will get that inner thigh going, which is really good and helpful for you. Releasing those if you are using your legs for leg work, leg days, this is really good for that. Okay, moving into one of my favorites is the hip flexor up top. So that's going to be right where at the hip joint there pretty much. And oh man, just releasing that hip flexor muscle, which sometimes really engages for a lot of ab work too. So that's really good. Lastly, for our legs, we're going to flip over onto our glutes. So the glute, particularly where your hamstring meets your glute, that can be a spot right there. And then you're just going to kind of lift up and release. Now, notice I kind of skipped the hamstrings. What I found with hamstrings, for the most part, they don't tend to release as well. You can do that. I think they tend to be more of a muscle that lets it be stretched a bit more versus the myofascial on it. So that's just something that I found that I would recommend. So you can try it a little bit. But then again, getting up on that glute, and oh man, that is so good. Okay? We're going to move into our upper body, and then we'll finish off with the back. Cool. So we're now on our upper body, and we're going to hit some arm work. Forearms are really great, especially if you're doing like curl work. Also some tricep work that can be, these forearms can engage. And find that and rolling it a little bit like this, and then putting pressure with the other hand on it, finding that spot. Oh, that is money. Same thing, we're going to roll up over onto our triceps, same thing. Find the spot, just like I said before, like with the quads, is you can find that and release. You may need to move side to side in order to find the spot. There she is, there she blows. And then sometimes I'll push down even on my wrist to find that spot. Ooh, right there. And put that pressure in on it. Sometimes my tendons even in that area can get definitely worked out in the elbow area, which is really good. Alright, shoulders on the outside on this one are really great. So you can side plank up on that outside shoulder, which is great. A little bit into the bicep you can do as well. I found biceps tend to not release too well though, as a whole. Okay, so there's that. Then pectoral muscle on this side as well. Ladies, you have to watch the physicality of this because you want to be on the muscle, not on other tissue. Okay, so rolling that out, find that, and breathe. Once again, and that's good stuff. Alright, we're going to work out our back now. We're going to start from the lower and then work our way up, back, and finish up the neck area. It'll be awesome. Alright, so the final area is the lower, or the back, and we're going to start with the lower back. And those knobs that you sometimes get down low, these are great to find. And just roll one side a little bit and feel that tension. And just like I said, breathe into it. Breathe where you're at. That's so good. Now we're going to avoid the mid-back on this, particularly because I don't want to make, again, bone on, or the roller on bone is not a good thing because that can get you some disc trouble and that's not good. But then what we're going to do is we're going to go into that upper back and we're going to start with the lats. If you do pull-ups, oh man, this is good. Or if you're doing some rows, this is good stuff. You roll up on that side or your side, upper back, and then right there, it's hurting so bad. Ooh, that's good. And then my favorite of favorites is the scapular release between those muscles. So now when somebody's giving you a back massage and they put their hands up on your shoulders, their fingers on your shoulders, and you put those thumbs right there between the scapular bones, oh man, and they dig in, that's what this can do. And if you can kind of roll a little bit side to side, and this is so magic with the rumble roller, it's not as good with a regular one, trust me, and man does it feel good. Release, release, release. So, so good. Alright, and then the last visit that we'll make, I love, is the neck area, and I have to be careful. You don't want to put a ton of weight because we don't want bone on the roller. But what we're going to do is side to side a little bit, finding those neck tension places and even upper shoulders here. And you can kind of roll that side to side to find the spots and just let it work its magic. And it feels so, so good. Alright, well I hope this turned out to be helpful for you. Highly recommend if you are comfortably middle-aged, particularly, even if you're not middle-aged, if you're young, this is a great, great tool to use to help keep you safe, help keep you injury-free. Highly recommend the foam roller. If you need help finding one, we've got resources that I'll list in the description of the video. Also, if you're looking for further development in finding other ways to release, there are great programs that we have, particularly a program called PiYo that I'm going to mention in the program, which is a great way to release your muscles if you're very tight. If you're doing a lot of cardio stuff and strength work, this is a great release program for you. Okay, hope this helps. Thanks guys for being with us, and please feel free to share this with anybody you would think would find helpful, and thanks for your time. Let's go.